Hey loves, and welcome back to the channel. In this video I'll be sharing with you how to cut this stylish deep plunging neckline basque princess dart bustier. To start drafting this pattern, the first step I'll take is to mark out the basic measurement, which is the shoulder to bust, under bust, waistline and basque length. Now you're going to measure your shoulder. Whatever you get, you divide it by 2. Come down by 1 inch. Mark a basic neckline of 3 inches. Connect from the neckline to the shoulder slope. Next step is to find your armhole line, which is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Now whatever you get, you make a mark there and you're going to draw out a straight line. Now the next step you take is to mark your shoulder measurement divided by 2. Now place your ruler again and connect. Remember, you'll be adding ½ inch here when you're transferring your pattern to fabric. Your armhole into 2 equal parts, then come in by ½ inch. Place your tape and mark your bust measurement divided by 4. Connect from here to the upper part and connect to your bust measurement divided by 4. So the next step is to mark your dart. Measure your nipple to nipple measurement, divide it by 2. Whatever you have, mark this all the way to the blouse length. Place your ruler and go ahead to connect. So after you're done connecting, the next step is to take your dart intake. Divide your armhole into 2. Connect it to that point. Now for a smaller bust, use ½ inch here. For a fuller bust, use 1 inch. That is, for a bigger bust, use 1 inch. On the other side, for a smaller bust, 1.5. For a bigger bust, use 2 inches here. So I'm just going to place my ruler and I'll go ahead to connect. Connect at both sides, then connect from the bust to the under bust, then connect at the other side. I'll go ahead to use my marker to outline this. After outlining, we are going to mark the dart towards the bust area. I'm marking ½ inch on both sides. Then after marking that, I'm going to blend this out, or blend it into the initial dart. Then measure that you have 1 inch. Take it and replace it by the side. Connect it to the armhole. This is because when you're joining your princess bustier pattern, the center part tends to look longer than the sides. Now let's insert the measurement. Place your tape, mark your bust measurement divided by 4, then pick your dart intake at the armhole and replace, then add your stitching allowance. Place your tape, mark your under bust measurement divided by 4 at this point. Then after marking it, take the dart intake, replace it and add your stitching allowance. Mark your waist measurement divided by 4, that is your waist, divided by 4 and mark. Then place your dart intake and add your stitching allowance. The next step is to mark your hip measurement divided by 4. Replace your dart intake, then add your stitching allowance. Now I'll go ahead to place my ruler to connect. Connect from the bust to the waist and to the blouse length. So after connecting this, the next step I'll take is to mark my bust dart. Let your bust dart is the difference between your shoulder to waist in front and your shoulder to waist at the back. That is, my shoulder to waist is 17 and the back is 16. 17 minus 16 will give you 1 inch. Then you go ahead to connect. That 1 inch is your bust dart, so take your own measurement. Now if you want to cut this as an inbuilt corset, you just leave it this way and sew it. After sewing it, you use your skirt to create the basque effect. But from what we have here, we have like a basque bustier, right? Princess dart bustier with deep neckline. So we are going to mark out the basque on the pattern. Come in here by ½ inch, then go ahead to connect the neckline. You know, for the neckline of this dress, you're using the part of the lace that has the design at the hemline area. Now judging from this picture, for you to have this neckline and there's no joining towards the lower part at the center, that means there's a cut at the under bust of the dress that was joined back. There should be a cut here because there's no joining at the center part of the dress. So what I will do now is to go ahead to draft the basque waistline first. What I'll do is, from the waistline, I'll blend my dart and I'll go ahead to connect it to my basque. Your basque can be 4 to 5 inches after your waistline this way. Now you're going to go ahead to cut out the under bust area. So I'll just go ahead and I will cut this out. If you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. Go ahead to blend the bust dart and cut this out. So after cutting it out, I'll cut out the under bust area of this dress, because there should be a joining towards the under bust if you're using that neckline, because you can't just blend that neckline all the way to the center of the dress and there's no joining there. For the back pattern, I've cut out the basic measurements, which includes the shoulder to bust and waistline for the back. I found my chest line the same method we use for the front, which is your shoulder divided by 6 plus 1.5. Now I marked my shoulder, and for the neckline, the depth I'm using 1.5, the width I'm using 4 inches like we did for the front. Now I'm going to mark my dart. I'll start by marking my nipple to nipple divided by 2, and after marking this, I'll go ahead to extend this down. I'll come down by 1 inch, then mark ½ inch on both sides of my dart. Come down 1 inch from your bust, then you connect it ½ inch on both lines of the waistline. Let's mark our body measurement. Place your tape and mark the bust measurement divided by 4 and add your stitching allowance. Here, place the tape and mark your waist measurement divided by 4. Pick your dart intake, replace and add your stitching allowance. So after you're done marking this, go ahead to place your ruler and you're going to connect. So after you're done cutting at this point, the next step you take is to go ahead to mark out the upper part and the lacing. We have like a double loop at the upper part. You can come down by 1 inch here, create a little curve. I'm coming down by another 1.5. You can use whatever that suits you. Then I will go ahead to connect this all the way down. After I'm done connecting at this point, the next step I'm going to take is to go ahead to mark the lacing area. So come down by ½ inch from your chest line so that your lacing does not pop up, and then come up by 0.3 here, connect it all the way to the yoke. So the next step you're going to take is to go ahead to mark the lacing. For marking the lacing, I will go ahead to outline my pattern to make it more visible for you to see. Now for the lacing, the part at the upper part is a bit wider. You can go in by 3 to 2.5 inches. Here you can use 1.5 or 2 inches. So I'm going to use 1.5 here and 2.5 here, right? Then I'll place my ruler and connect. This is to create this slant V effect you have. Then I'll just make little dots or circle to indicate we have a lacing here. So I'm done drafting the back pattern. All I'm going to do now is to go ahead to cut out. You can decide to sew your dart, cut it out, or blend it out for the back pattern. If you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. After cutting mine, what I'll do is to blend out the darts for mine. You can decide to cut it out just like I said.